Well, it's been a pretty wet 24 hours around western Washington, and well, still pretty gray out there. A few breaks between those rain showers, and not much going on. I see light winds there looking out from our Columbia Tower cam, but not every Thanksgiving in our past has been that way. In fact, if we look back to 1983, we had a major windstorm that hit Puget Sound right there on Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving happened to fall on the 24th back in 1983, but it produced some really strong winds and quite a bit of damage around the area. In fact, we had a 62-mile-per-hour wind gust out at SeaTac, one of the highest ones they've seen out there, as a matter of fact, and some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts that were recorded down around Olympia. Over 250,000 people in western Washington lost power. That includes 75,000 people in King County alone without power on Thanksgiving Day. As you can imagine, there was a lot of uncooked turkeys. That was a big thing that day, is that or the people didn't get a chance to get the turkey finished until late in the evening. I remember we had Thanksgiving dinner that night. I was forecasting that day, and by the time I got home and the turkey got cooked, I think we had Thanksgiving dinner about 10 o'clock at night that day. And also, I remember for probably a decade afterwards, people were very paranoid about wind on Thanksgiving Day, and I'd have people ask me starting about a month before Thanksgiving, does it look like any wind around Thanksgiving Day? Fortunately, we've not seen a repeat of that, and definitely not seeing a repeat of that today. We're going to be in pretty good shape overall. You can see we do have quite a bit of rain headed our way. Not really heavy rain, but it's going to be pretty consistent rain. You can see there's going to be a few breaks kind of in between, but overall it's going to be gray and wet, it looks like, pretty much through the day today into early tomorrow. And then we should see a drying trend as we head on towards the weekend. You see more rain coming into view of the radar as it gets a little bit closer to the coast. So even though we saw kind of a dry period early this morning, it didn't last very long before more rain started working its way in. In fact, kind of gray and wet looking there in Bellingham, just kind of dark. This is at mid-morning. It didn't brighten up all that much up there in Bellingham yet. There in Everett, looking out towards the Cascades, so at least it looks like the ceilings are fairly high. You can see not much snow at the lower elevations out there in the Cascades right now, and our Queen Anne Tower cam just basically looking dark. It looks like November in these shots this morning. Pretty quiet out of the airport. This is mid-morning. You see there on the departure deck, starting to see a little bit of a backup, but overall it's been not a whole lot of traffic out there so far. And in Tacoma, you can see about the same shot as we were seeing there in Seattle, looking out towards the Cascades. Out along the coast, it's been rainy out there through the morning, and again, not really looking for much in the way of any wind, so that's good news for Thanksgiving. Checking the extended forecast, so a wet day tomorrow. The rain will continue into early tomorrow, and with showers early tomorrow morning. Those should wrap up. We should clear. Both days are going to be fairly mild, getting into the low 50s, a few degrees above our normal high temperatures. And then as we head into the weekend, it looks like we might see a few showers Saturday. Looks maybe a dry day Sunday, and then just a few showers mixed with some sunshine as we head into next week. Though the main message as we hit the weekend of next week is those daytime highs dropping back to the mid-40s, and overnight lows mostly in the 30s as we start off the work week next week. Checking the satellite image, kind of a threatening looking low out here in terms of that circulation, but it's actually fairly weak, and it's weakening more as it approaches the coast, so it isn't going to give us much in the way of any wind to have any concerns about. Just basically the rain moving in, sticking with us until that kind of moves on past us as we head towards tomorrow. And then we're going to see a big area high pressure build up in the Gulf. Not really move ashore though, and so systems are going to move over the top of it and then brush by us as they move on inland, and that's going to give us a risk of a few showers off and on all the way into next week, but also mixed in with some sunshine. But that northerly flow is also going to give us those cooler daytime temperatures. Take a look at the daytime temperatures. Not that cool here for Thanksgiving Day. Up in the northwest interior, you see there around Bellingham, out towards San Juan Islands, there towards Cedar-Woolley. Mostly in the upper 40s. Seeing some snow up there at Mount Baker today. Those snow levels around 4,000 feet up in the North Cascades. For right there in Snohomish and King County, we're going to be looking for Snohomish County, we're going to be looking for that rain today. Temperatures right around the 50-degree mark, and really not too different as we drop southward through the Sound. Upper 40s and low 50s, 49 in Bremerton, 52 in Renton, Maple Valley, 51. Auburn is the warm spot at 53 degrees there in King County, and there in the southern counties, mostly in the low to maybe some mid-50s as you get farther to the south. You will see some mid-50s over southwestern Washington and out along the Washington coast, the south coast, up into the Olympic peninsula, looking mostly at upper 40s and low 50s. And again, rain at times. You might see a stray sunbreak, so something more to give thanks for today. East of the Cascades, really not much in the way of any change over there. We're going to be looking for cloudy skies and some occasional rain showers. High temperatures mostly in the upper 30s and low 40s. Across the passes, as is mid-morning, you can see bare and wet there for Snoqualmie Pass. No restrictions, easy driving. Not much in the way of any traffic so far today, so that's actually good news. Across Stevens Pass, a little bit of snow and slush on the roadway. They have traction tires advised there. I don't think it's going to get much worse than that. There across White Pass, also traction tires advised, and same for Blewett Pass for that matter. Checking the Snoqualmie forecast for today, you can see it's mostly kind of a rain-snow mix this morning, and mostly rain for the afternoon as we get that daytime warming. Then overnight tonight, we're going to be looking forward to go back again to a rain-snow mix. Should not affect travel at all. It doesn't look like at this point. And if up and down Puget Sound, basically same pattern. We're going to be looking for rain at times. Temperatures right around 50 degrees. There in southwestern Washington, looking for the rain to be with us all the way through the afternoon and evening, with highs out there mostly low 50s. East of the Cascades, we're going to be looking for some rain as well, and temperatures right around the 40-degree mark. So overall for today, rain at times, pretty much what you just were saying. We're going to be looking at that rain-snow mix up in the mountains in low 50s. Some morning showers Friday, then partly sunny around 50 degrees. Some sun breaks on Saturday, but maybe some afternoon showers in time for the Husky game. So keep that in mind. But it looks dry for the Seahawks on Sunday, though a little on the chilly side, only mid-40s for the highs. As we head into next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a mix of clouds and sunshine and just a few showers each day with daytime highs only in the mid-40s.